And welcome back, everyone. Welcome to ESL Open Cup number 164 Asia. I'm of course your host, Light VIP, and for the time being, I am on my own. I should actually just fix some of the text here. Oh my god, but welcome everyone. Hope everyone has had a great weekend. We are here on a lovely Sunday afternoon, and hopefully I'm not going to be spending this Sunday alone. Hopefully I will not be alone for much longer, but we are here with our first series of the day. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have the South Korean Terran player representing Club NV. It is Creator. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have his opponent, the Chinese Protoss. Oh, my mistake. The Chinese Protoss player, it is Lemon. Did I miss something? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure Lemon was a Terran player. Hold on. Wikipedia. I'm just gonna quickly look this up. I'm 95% sure that Lemon is a Terran player, and he used to play Zerg. He used to play not Protoss. What? And sorry. Sorry. A Taiwanese player, not a Chinese player. Wait, is this a different player? No, it is. No, yeah. Sorry, I said Chinese. The Taiwanese Protoss, apparently. If you look at his, you know what, I'm gonna link his Wikipedia page in the chat so people can kind of follow along with what's going on. You can see even there in his Wikipedia page, he's a Zerg player, and you can see under race, it's got Zerg and Terran because he used to be a Zerg and then he switched to Terran, or the other way around, and now he's Protoss. Okay. Fair enough. So I'm a little bit in shock. I'm a little bit in awe that this is happening here. Are we going to see the return of a random player? If his Protoss is good enough, he could even try and play random. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see how Lemon goes, unless there was an error in the brackets. But I'm pretty sure Lemon did move on through. So we'll see what happens. So far, the first two units here from our Taiwanese player are going to be 2 Adepts. Meanwhile, I believe we had 2 Stalkers from Creator, so he's going to be able to take a more defensive position. And a head-on engagement, Creator will be able to take a bit of a lead. And instead, these Adepts are going to be staying at home. They have been revealed. They have been spotted by the pylon, so Creator is fully aware of them. So Creator is most likely going to be staying here at, I say staying at home. He knows the Adepts are across the map, so he wants to meet them. He wants to fight them. Oh boy, this is going to be a pretty tight fight because now we have 4 Adepts here defensively for Lemon, and they have been revealed, and Creator backs up. He's like, 2 Adepts, let's go. He's like, oh, 4 Adepts, oh no. I'm not having any of that, mate. He will be backing off. This slow zone can be a little bit of a point of contention, but Creator backs off anyway, as we do have continued shades here for Lemon to chase this all across the map. Behind this, Creator also followed up with not just 2 sentries, but we have a 3rd sentry as well, which is pretty crazy. So very defensive with all these sentries. We can scout with hallucinations, we can go for the force fields. There is so much defensive capabilities here and so much safety in these sentries. So it makes sense. Creator, he knows he's the better player, he knows he's the stronger player, and he wants to try and secure his position and make sure he doesn't get bamboozled by mass Adepts, which is exactly what's happening. We have 8 Adepts, and this is really concerning because sentries don't help much against Adepts. Shades can go through force fields. DPS wise, like, they don't really add too much either, as the Adepts are looking to just shade on forward, but we have a gateway thrown down. Oh, beautifully done here by Creator. He throws down a force field as well. You can see the Adepts are trying to get on top of the sentries, but the shield battery, the positioning, the Sim City is all too good, and Lemon is gonna lose everything here. He does commit to the shade, and he's gonna be able to pick off 2 probes, maybe 3, but nah, not even 3 probes. 2 probes go down for the cost of 8 Adepts. Oh. So Lemon wanted to try and take a risk. He wanted to be giga aggressive, and the aggressiveness is not paying off whatsoever. Creator is rushing across the map. He knows how much of an advantage he has. He knows that at this point in the game, you only have 2 gates, you only have a limited amount of warp-ins, and we have 2 sentries to defend. We don't even have a shield battery. Shield battery is a couple of seconds away from finishing. Here comes Creator. Force fields are going to be able to buy some time. Shield battery does finish. We have an overcharge, but the shield battery, it's just being focused down. Ay. An Immortal rocks up. An Immortal can change a lot, but can an Immortal make up for like a 5 Stalker deficit? The answer is no. Creator, if he wanted to, he could go back in as soon as his force fields ran out, but it looks like he's going to respect this position and back on off. Again, he doesn't want to take any risks here. It's too early in the morning, Poppy. It's 2 p.m. it's too early for Creator, Poppy. So, oh my god, you know, he wants to try to slow things down, wake up, you know, sip on some coffee while he saturates his natural base, while he gets his 3rd up and running. Nexus is thrown down. We got Forge on the way for those upgrades, Robo as well. What I will say for Lemon is that he will have an Immortal advantage. You know, he already has 2. He's going to be working on his 3rd Immortal, and Immortals can make up for supply deficits. They can make up for having a lack of Stalkers. So defensively, Lemon can be okay as long as he has shield batteries. Like, he can take a fight. It's still going to be really risky. Obviously, Immortals are quite slow. If they're out of position, things can get really hazy. If they're just struggling to keep up with the overall army as well. But regardless, you know, he's able to survive and try and expand and take a 3rd. As things are slowing down, of course, we do see Blink for both players on the way as well. Unfortunately, no no Forge for Lemon. Finally, it gets thrown down here relatively late, but because of what was happening earlier, it had to be delayed, unfortunately, because of how much of a deficit he was under, because he had to spend so much resources on all these Immortals to even survive. So he's going to be behind in the overall upgrades, which again is going to be another point for Creator. Like, Creator is still in a pretty comfortable position. It's going to be on Lemon to try and come back in some way, whether it's out positioning his opponent, whether it's going for Glaive Adept Harass, or that's Glaive regular Adept Harass, and slipping on in and getting some worker damage done, going for DTs. I would say go for a fast disruptor. I kind of like the idea of skipping the Forge, going for a Robotics Bay, and just maybe even throwing down a 2nd Robo just to start disruptor production as soon as possible, because you can be down 30, 40, 50 supply, but mate, 2 Novas can change everything. Regardless, we do see Lemon is pushing on out. He knows, yo, I got the Immortal advantage. I got a decent amount of Stalkers. Looking at the units tab, Lemon is actually ahead in the Stalker count, so you know what? He's not looking too bad. He is down in the upgrades. The Creator does have +1. He does have shield batteries. He has overcharge. He has that defensive position. So Lemon still has to try and crack this defense, crack this wall, rotate on around. There are 3 shield batteries already in position. We have an overcharge as well. Lemon is committing to the fight, but the overcharge doesn't even allow this Adept to die. Like, 3 Immortals were pounding away at the Adept, and the Adept didn't even care. Oh my god. Overcharge is pretty good. You know, the green beam. It's not too shabby. Behind this, you know, we are containing Creator here on 3 bases, so Lemon goes for a 4th base. We have charge on the way. Again, a very gateway-centric army. When we're down in supply, when we're down in upgrades, I'm not entirely convinced by this, but with Zealots, you can have some really nice engagements. You can go for these really great surrounds. Like, there are possibilities here for Lemon. I don't want to count him out. Not yet. As the game is progressing, and Creator hasn't really taken any major strides in his own tech, you know, just continuing with the same overall unit composition. +2 is Chronode, and by the time +2 finishes, Creator is going to get across the map, and it is now his time to return the favor. Upgrades are currently equal until +2 kicks in, by the way, and we'll see how defensive, how solid here Lemon can be. Right now, he doesn't see the army. He's in the dark. He has very limited vision. He is out of position. He moves out as Creator moves in, and Lemon has to respond. Ooh. The probes! No, they're stuck. A lot of probes are going to be going down. The 4th base is going to go down as well. Finally, Lemon rocks up. but it is too late. We have sentries, we have force fields. Pushing down this ramp is going to be an impossibility here for Lemon, and he's just going to have to give that up. Creator, he doesn't have to force the issue. He doesn't have to move up the ramp. He's already ahead in bases. We have a recall as a Prism slips into the main base, but Prism gets focused down, and Creator can just back up. He doesn't have to commit. Oh my god! Lemon goes for a cheeky blink, doesn't get an immortal. I think that's kind of what he was going for there. Oh my god, the Prism micro is just a little bit too good. Creator keeps his immortals alive. Oof. And behind this, Lemon, he's just continuing to warp in wave after wave of Zealots. He's trying to find another way up this ramp, trying to find another way up into the army here of Creator. But Creator is close to maxed out. He is dwarfing Lemon in the supplies. Ooh. It's another risky blink forward there. Behind this, Creator is getting fully saturated here on his 4 bases. We have more gateways on the way as well. And I was talking about Creator's lack of tech earlier, but now we have Archons. Oh my god, that was sexy. Did you see that? Creator, he picked up the Archons from behind and he dropped them down on the front lines as well. Beautiful micro there from Creator. GG gets called. And Creator takes game number 1. Oh. Yeah. just wake it up early in the morning. GG. Well played. Ah, what a game 1, and we are going to be continuing here in this series. Going to be loading into game number 2 from here. Map has been chosen, and oh, it is going to be Ancient Cistern. Oh my. Ancient Cistern, one of the larger maps in the map pool, going from one of the smaller to one of the larger. You love to see it. And I also wanted to touch on a little bit here. I know I do want to personally apologize as well, because the stream did go live a little bit late. So I do apologize for that. I was typing in the chat earlier. I was kind of hoping that we would catch Mia Micah. If you !B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket. Mia Micah versus Classic was supposed to be in the first round, so I took a chance. We waited 15 minutes and Mia Micah did not show. Feels bad, man. We were unable to get Mia Micah versus Classic, so because of that, bit of a delayed start, but at least we are able to catch this series. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have the South Korean Protoss player representing Team NV. It is Creator. My brain is waking up, okay? Creator. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have a Taiwanese player that in the past has been a Zerg. He's been a Terran. He is now a Protoss. He's orange. It is Lemon. I feel like the lemon should be yellow and not orange. Just saying. If we're gonna be picking our colors here and not going for the default red and blue, mate, where's the yellow? What kind of lemons are orange? Oranges are orange, mate. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. Oh my god. I also want to give a bit of a shout out as well. During the as we were going live, of course, iScar did subscribe in the chat, so thank you so much. Fala galera to iScar, 11 months being subscribed. The support is real, almost an entire year. Thank you so much. If you don't know who iScar is, he is the admin for ESL Open Cup, or he is one of the main ESL admins out there. He does a lot of work behind the scenes. He's amazing. He's beautiful. He is from Brazil. And you love to see him in the chat. So thank you so much. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. Again, for the time being, I'm going to be solo casting. Hopefully, I'm joined by someone else soon. Unfortunately, a lot of people are asleep right now. People are in bed, so I don't have my Asher or my Chase or my Yaku this morning. Hopefully, when one of them becomes available, they'll be able to join me later on for the semis or the finals. That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. And I also didn't want to give up on another week of ESL Asia. If you're familiar with the channel, we used to cast this on a weekly basis, but we haven't casted ESL Asia in 3 weeks. We missed out on 61, 62, and 63. And I miss it, you know? I miss ESL Asia, and I'm like, you know what? Even if I'm the only one here, we're gonna cast. We're gonna make this happen. I'm going to cast all the Protosses. Oh. Shout out to For Sure is in the chat as well, and everyone else who has shown up as well. We do always appreciate the support, especially because we are fully aware that there are a lot of English streams going on right now. Many of them, you know, we've got Chicken Man, we've got Dave Tester, and Steadfast as well. And I think Beamop, if I'm not mistaken. So plenty of English streams going on. I believe we're all covering different series, and we have settled here with our creator. Speaking of, we do see that creator once again opened up double Stalker into Stalker Sentry, and once again we have Lemon going for this mass adept opener. Looking at the units tab here, we have 6 adepts already. Unfortunately, he hasn't really been able to find too much damage with them. He's hoping again to try and catch his opponent off guard. He's warping in another 2, 8 adepts, just like game number 1. This could be Lemon's just go-to build, his go-to opener. If he's mainly a Zerg player and a Terran player, you know, he may not have the most diverse array of openers, and the pressure is on because Creator is going for a Stargate opener. He has he has a Phoenix already. He was able to get into the main base and scout the tech earlier of Lemon, and he knows that an Oracle is coming. Ooh. Meanwhile, the Adept shade in towards the natural, and there is nothing here. Already, one of these Adepts is going to go down. He tries to shade into the main base, but the wall is a wall. Gateway was thrown down well ahead of time. And across the map, Creator is even setting up a proxy location to counterattack and reinforce once he has his own natural and main under control. We see Creator trying to, we see Lemon trying to slip in once again, but just getting a little bit unlucky here. Ooh, gonna be losing another one of these Stalkers, maybe even 2 Stalkers Adepts, I would say Adept, not Stalker. Maybe even 2 Adepts at that. Meanwhile, the Phoenixes are just being banked up here in the main base. Where is that Oracle? I'm curious. Oh, there we go. The Oracles are going to be moving across the map. It looks like we were banking up 2 of them before we moved out, and they are moving, but oh, the Phoenixes are going to be coming across them. Or are they? Up. Oh no, the Phoenixes, they missed the Oracles. The Phoenixes, they were waiting for so long. They wanted to dive on top of the Oracles and just shut them down, but they move out just as the Oracles move in. Meanwhile, we have a hallucinated disruptor. What is happening? What just happened? As the Oracles are moving on in, at the same time, the Phoenixes are across the map. They're going to be able to pick off these Stalkers back at home. We do have a shield battery, so these Oracles aren't even doing that much damage. Oh boy. So, not too many kills on those as GG gets called. The Adepts don't do any damage. The Oracles struggle to find damage as well, and Creator takes series 2-0. Oh. GG, well played. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, a pretty interesting series just because I didn't expect Lemon to be here playing Protoss, so is that a sign for things to come? Definitely going to be keeping an eye on the ESL Pro Tour, on the qualifiers to see if Lemon has indeed switched over to Protoss, or if he's just having fun. It is still technically the off season, so you know, if you're going to mess around with some other races, now is the time to do so. Meanwhile, Creator was the favorite coming into this, and Creator does show us a pretty dominant form of PvP. GG. GG. Oh. And now Creator is going to be waiting for the winner of Scarlet and Jeshi. And we are going to just be waiting for quite some time. Again, it was a bit of a shaky start to the broadcast. You know, there were a couple of walkovers here and there. And I'm just trying to figure out how I want to, like, where we want to go. And maybe we can look at this together.